Welcome. Welcome back to John Thomas Live. I'm John Thomas. We're live from Media Road. The afternoon wrapping up here. Tons of media coverage for Evolution 4. I know our good friends over at Fox Sports and their other network programming has talked about Evolution 4. It's cool that Fox News talked about it this morning. I know, love or hate them. It's cool that our friends over at CBS and ESPN are here giving tons of great coverage to the wonderful and amazing pay-per-view that you're about to witness this Sunday at Evolution 4. I want to talk about the three major matches happening. And if you ask me, the three biggest matches in professional wrestling history will kick it off with Lizzie Hope going one-on-one with Bonnie Blue, the returning Bonnie Blue in Action Wrestling one more time against Lizzie Hope. This match has been clamored on from fans, from Lizzie. We know Bonnie's people have talked about this match happening. It is finally going down at Evolution. We thought we were going to see this match, last summer. We thought we were going to see this match last year when Bonnie Blue was sort of on this destructive Guardians tour, where she was just basically defeating every ex-Guardians member and had this world championship match last summer in a ladder match. We thought we were going to see Bonnie and Lizzie go one-on-one. Then Bonnie quietly went away. Her contract ended with Action Wrestling. She had other commitments elsewhere. Then the stars line up, and we thought we were never going to see this match. It was ranked on a fan vote at the end of the year on John Thomas on my blog on John Thomas Twitter. It was ranked as one of the top matches that we thought we are never going to see. Dream match happening inside an Action Wrestling ring. Bonnie goes one-on-one with Lizzie. Talk about two women who have paved the way for everyone to come up through Action Wrestling. Bonnie paving the way for women like Lizzie to take advantage of, and Lizzie has. But Lizzie knows who has paved the way for it. That's what's cool about this match. I know I rip Lizzie for being a billion-dollar joke. She's a sellout. We know this. But I know deep down she's wanted this match to prove her mettle, to prove that she is the toughest female wrestler in Action Wrestling history. And I already know Lizzie is. This is why I'm triggered. This is why I'm upset that she is sold out, because Lizzie Hope, no doubt about it, one hell of a talent. One of the greatest wrestlers in Action Wrestling history, Lizzie Hope. That's who she is. But she needs to prove to herself that she could do it. And she's going to try when she competes against Bonnie Blue at Evolution 4 this Sunday. This match is going to be a barn burner. I have circled this one as a match that could be match of the night. Bonnie Blue and Lizzie Hope are going to tear the house down like two great female superstars they are. Not only just two great female superstars, but two great superstars in their own right. Bonnie Blue, one of the all-time greats, going one-on-one against Lizzie Hope, who will eventually be an all-time great. We know it. Two Hall of Famers who are not in the Hall of Fame yet are going at it at Evolution 4. I've circled this match as a match that could be match of the night. Now, if you won my win, I'm going to shock you right now. I'm going to surprise you. Everyone says Lizzie's quicker, more agile, and faster. I'm going the other way. Experience wins out. Bonnie Blue is walking out of Evolution 4 the winner at Evolution. I'm telling you right now, she's walking out the winner in this match. Bonnie Blue is going to show just how well Lizzie Hope can hold her own in that match, but she's going to show her who the top star is. Bonnie defeats Lizzie at Evolution 4 when they meet in their once-in-a-lifetime matchup. Bonnie Blue coming out on top. That's who I'm going with. We have another matchup that we thought we would never see. This Corey Black versus the world. Corey Black throws down the gauntlet, wants an open challenge. Well, he's got it. James Raven, one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time to never, and I mean never, step foot inside the action wrestling ring until now. James Raven has competed everywhere, on every stage known to man. One of the all-time greatest professional wrestlers and mixed combat artists of all time. No doubt about it. But he has his hands full when he answered the first ever open challenge from the King, Corey Black himself. It is the greatest professional wrestler to never compete in AW against the king of all wrestlers. This match, and what they are telling is Corey Black versus the world, is going to be a once-in-a-life. I know the flash bulbs are going to pop off the second these two get face-to-face in the ring, and they're never going to stop. James Raven, again, who is now, we don't even think he has signed a full-fledged contract from Action Wrestling. From what we are told, it is one match and one match only. James Raven, who along with Sean Warstein is the biggest free agents in professional wrestling, has one match against the king of all wrestlers, Corey Black. This match alone worth the price of admission. I would pay hundreds of dollars, travel halfway across the United States to sit in a packed stadium with 90,000 other fans and watch this match. Who wouldn't? If Evolution 4 was one match, this could be it. James Raven, the man who has won hundreds of championships everywhere he's went. I mean, literally everywhere he's went, he has won championships. And to Corey Black's defense, so is he. Corey Black has won hundreds of championships in WCF. Doesn't matter where Corey Black goes, he wins championships just as much as James Raven. James Raven has performed on more stages, yes. That's not a knock. James Raven has opened the door for so many professional wrestlers behind him because he went into companies, instantly gave them credibility, won their championship belts, added prestige to anything those companies have ever done. And James Raven now gets to check one off on his list, and that's performing on the biggest stage in professional wrestling, Evolution 4. Corey Black versus the world, and James Raven is the first one to answer the challenge. James Raven and Corey Black will go one-on-one at Evolution 4. That is a sentence that I will never get tired of saying because it blows my mind that this match is even happening to begin with. Action Wrestling's Evolution 4 lived up to the hype by saying it is the biggest pay-per-view in professional wrestling history, the biggest pay-per-view in entertainment history, and this match is why. James Raven versus Corey Black. And to give it one more step of intensity, I won't call a winner because I have no idea who would come out on top in this match. And when the match ends with whoever pinning the other, I still won't believe what I just saw. My jaw will be on the floor from the second either one of these come out first to when the bell rings because I will not believe what I just witnessed. There is no way, no company, no how could get these two to compete in a one-on-one match, and yet here we are 3 or 4 days away from the biggest pay-per-view in all of entertainment, the biggest pay-per-view in all of professional wrestling, and we will witness the king of all wrestlers, Corey Black, go up against James Raven, one of the greatest, if not the greatest wrestler of all time who has never competed in action wrestling. And we're going to see that match at Evolution 4. Like I said, if Evolution 4 was just one match, they sold an entire pay-per-view around one fight, it could be this one right here. This is bigger than anything Floyd Mayweather has ever done. This is twice as big as anything any YouTuber has ever tried to do. This is the fight heard around the world. Corey Black and James Raven are going to go one-on-one at Action Wrestling's Evolution, and I won't believe it even minutes after the match is over. That's why I can't call a winner. The fact that we're even getting this match is a huge kudos, a huge hats off, a huge compliment to everyone at Action Wrestling. And finally, the last match we get to talk about is the main event. Ash Blake of Philidor Holdings and the World Heavyweight Championship will be defended against Carter Shaw, who has decided to go all in to protect this investment, and the Chicago Kid himself, Mr. AW, the Havoc winner, Spencer Adams. I did not see this one coming at all. If you would have asked me weeks ago if Spencer Adams had a shot at winning Havoc and main eventing Evolution 4, I would have said not today, not this year. But here we are, 4 days away from Evolution 4, and Ash Blake will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Spencer Adams with all-in, cash-in Carter Shaw next to her by her side. How is this going to go? Because as much as they promote this as a triple threat match, it is a handicap match through and through. The only twist to this, as it has been rumored, that Carter Shaw is to protect the investment. And the rumor is the investment is the World Heavyweight Championship, not Ash Blake. If that is indeed true, then we have a storm a-brewing. But if it is true that the investment is indeed Ash Blake holding the World Heavyweight Championship, then this match is not a triple threat, and it is a handicap match through and through. Spencer Adams shocked the world when the Chicago Kid himself, the baby boy, Mr. AW, won Havoc for the first time in his career. Another checklist, another box ticked off the checklist. Wins Havoc and is going to main event against Ash Blake, and then again, like Philidor Holdings has done all year long, since last October, has ruined the moment. Corey Black won the World Championship at Clash 100 back in October by defeating the Monster Walter, and Philidor Holdings ruined the moment. Ash Blake was there. Corey Black had the World Championship lined up in his hands, was ready to defeat Ash Blake. Philidor Holdings had Lissy Hope ruin the moment. Time Bomb, Der Metzger, superstar making moment, was ready to defeat Ash Blake. Philidor Holdings came out on top in the Time Bomb Elimination Chamber, ruined the moment. Spencer Havoc wins Havoc. He goes on to main event Evolution 4. Pyro going off, points at the banner. Philidor Holdings, Carter Shaw cashes in and ruins the moment. You get the drift here, folks. If it is indeed true that Carter Shaw is to protect the investment, we know that part is true, but if it is indeed true that the investment is Ash Blake holding that World Championship, then this is not a triple threat match. This is a Philidor Holdings handicap match, and Philidor Holdings will ruin the moment. That's what this is. Small gossip out of Philidor Holdings is that Carter Shaw is to protect the investment, but if that investment is just the World Heavyweight Championship, then we're on to something. Then Philidor Holdings has more problems than we thought. If the investment is just the World Heavyweight Championship match, Spencer Adams has a chance. If the investment is Ash Blake holding on to that championship, he's in a handicap match and he won't last. Philidor Holdings will walk out on top. That's how Evolution 4 is ending. And that is a question we need answered. And the only one to answer it is when the bell rings and Philidor Holdings will tell us. Because if Ash Blake is the investment, this is a handicap match. Spencer Adams is going down faster than 2 bricks in the middle of the ocean. There's just no chance in hell Spencer Adams could fight off Carter Shaw and World Heavyweight Champion Ash Blake in a Philidor handicap match in which they're protecting Ash Blake, holding on to that World Heavyweight Championship. But if the investment is just the championship belt and is not Ash Blake holding that title, then we've got something, and that's what Spencer Adams needs to rely on. Because then Carter Shaw is not just protecting Ash Blake, but only protecting that World Championship belt. We know this part is true, and like I said, and I'll say it again, we know this part is true. Philidor Holdings is protecting the investment. We've heard it. What is the investment? If it's just the World Championship belt, then we have a triple threat match. If it is just Ash Blake holding that World Championship match, this is a handicap match through and through. Does not matter what Action Wrestling or Philidor Holdings tries to tell us otherwise. And Spencer Adams is walking in, either way, he's walking into a hellhole full of fury and fists, and I just don't see a conceivable way that Spencer Adams comes out on top. That's what this match is all about, is protecting the investment. That's why Carter Shaw went all in. That's why he used his championship opportunity any place, anytime in 1 year that he won back in August at Uprising. He got to use that briefcase, forced by the hand of Philidor Holdings, to use it to protect the investment. What's the investment? As far as we know, it is the World Championship, but is it just the World Championship belt? If it is Ash Blake holding the World Championship match, if it's Ash Blake just holding the World Championship, this is a handicap match. If it's just the championship, then we've got ourselves a triple threat match, and Ash Blake and Carter Shaw will waste no time trying to eliminate each other. But Spencer Adams needs to rely on quick thinking, quick pace, and I just don't see a conceivable way that he walks out on top as world champion once again. Spencer Adams, to throw another wrench into this, Ash Blake has never been pinned or submitted. Carter Shaw, now main eventing his first ever Evolution 4 main event, and Spencer Adams, undefeated at Evolution, has not lost. He defeated Wade Moore in the first ever Evolution main event, defeated Kyle Kemp in a singles match, defeated other tag teams like the Swallowing to hold on to those tag team championships, defeated the Adlers, right, at Evolution last year to be crowned the new tag team champion. Spencer Adams is undefeated at Evolution. It's going to come crashing down this year, this Sunday, because I just don't see a way Spencer Adams can walk out of this if Carter Shaw and Ash Blake are protecting the investment. That is all the time we have for you on Media Row. It has been a pleasure to give you these multiple recording blocks. Thank you to Fox Sports. Thank you so much to Action Wrestling for giving us an incredible media day here at the Convention Center across the street from Ford Field, where on Sunday night Evolution 4 takes place. Saturday night live on CBS Primetime, Evolution 4 kicks off with incredible matches, including a ladder match for the Cruiserweight Tag Team Championships. And not only that, we have the 2021 Class Hall of Fame, where Catapult, OG Bishop, TFK, Donald DeRudy, the co-general manager of Cruiser Clash, and Ryan Lockhart, one of the greatest world champions of all time, get inducted into the Action Wrestling Hall of Fame. It is a weekend I have been looking forward to for over a year. I am so glad it is here. Thank you so much to the fans for giving us Media Day, for tuning in and listening to me give you my hot takes and predictions for Evolution 4 this weekend. I, along with you, will be watching the Hall of Fame in my hotel suite. I will see you guys on some sort of capacity on Saturday. I know Action Wrestling are talking to me to use me for pre-show stuff happening Saturday and Sunday. I will see you guys there. Thank you so much to Action Wrestling. Thank you so much to Fox Sports. I'm John Thomas. Thank you for Darcy for leading us here at Media Day, Media Row from Action Wrestling's Evolution 4. The biggest pay-per-view, the biggest event in entertainment history is happening this Saturday and Sunday. It's Evolution 4 live from Detroit, Michigan. I'm John Thomas. This was John Thomas Live. We'll see you next week on our regular scheduled programming happens. It is John Thomas Live on Fox Sports Radio.